In our previous videos, we talked all about what satin silverware is and why it's such a fantastic choice for modern kitchens right herein. Now, let's dive into how to properly care for your satin flatware set and ensure it looks beautiful for years to come. One day, after washing my satin silverware, I picked it up and thought, has it always looked this dull? I don't know if you've ever felt the same way. Where presentation is often key, I've always loved the understated elegance of a satin finish. But to maintain that soft matte shine, a little extra care is definitely required. So if you're wondering, how can I clean my satin silverware without ending up with a bunch of unsightly scratches? Well, you've come to the right place. Here are the methods that have worked wonders for me. The golden rule: avoid abrasives at all costs. First and foremost, steer clear of scouring pads or any rough sponges. Even those sponges that are labeled as gentle can leave those dreaded fine scratches on the delicate satin surface, completely ruining its elegant look. Trust me, I once tried using a random sponge with a slightly abrasive side, and that one spoon still bothers me every time I use it. If you have a microfiber cloth at home, especially one of those super soft ones we often use for dusting, try that first. If not, a regular soft sponge will do the trick perfectly. Temperature and soap savvy. I highly recommend using warm water when you're cleaning your satin silverware. Warm water combined with a mild dish detergent, and this is important, one that doesn't contain harsh citrus elements, is the ideal combo for effective cleaning without damage. No overnight soaking. Also, try your best not to leave your silverware soaking in water for hours on end. I used to leave mine in the sink overnight because, well, high at East, life happens. But prolonged exposure to water, especially if you have hard water like we sometimes do, can cause those strange white spots or even tiny rust marks to appear. And unfortunately, satin surfaces don't hide those very well. Rinse right away, a small habit with big rewards. Make it a habit to rinse your satin silverware right after you finish using it. This is particularly important if you've been eating acidic foods like our delicious Turkish tomato-based dishes. Anything with vinegar or citrus fruits, these can actually wear down the finish over time. Even just a quick rinse under warm water before you even start washing, and then setting them aside so they don't clank against each other, can make a significant difference in the long run. Wash separately for best results. Here's a small but effective tip I've learned. Try not to wash your satin silverware in the same load as really greasy pans or other metal items. They can rub against each other during the washing process and end up looking cloudy or scratched. Hand washing versus the dishwasher dilemma. So can your precious satin silverware go in the dishwasher? Technically, yes. Often the manufacturers will say it's dishwasher safe. But if you want to maintain that beautiful brand new look for as long as possible, hand washing is definitely the best approach. If you do choose to use a dishwasher, be mindful of these points. Skip high heat drying. Avoid those high heat drying cycles, as they can sometimes dull the finish. Gentle detergents only. Choose dish detergents that are phosphate-free or specifically labeled as gentle. Harsh chemicals are not your satin's friend. Avoid overloading. Don't overcrowd the dishwasher basket. Try to ensure there's minimal metal-on-metal contact during the wash cycle. Personally, sometimes I place my satin silverware on the top rack of the dishwasher, run a gentle cycle with no heat drying, and then, yes, it's an extra step. I towel dry them while they're still slightly damp. It might take a little more effort, but it really helps them maintain that lovely soft sheen. Dry immediately. No excuses. Letting your silverware air dry might seem like a harmless shortcut, especially when you're in a hurry after a big family meal. But water spots are the absolute enemy of satin finishes. I always keep a clean kitchen towel nearby and give everything a quick buff right after washing. It makes a huge difference in preventing those annoying water drip marks, and your silverware will look so much better, ready to be stored neatly in your drawers. Final thoughts from my Istanbul kitchen. Keeping satin silverware in good shape isn't rocket science, but it does require a little bit of mindful care. Once you get into these simple habits, it really does become second nature. And trust me, there's something oddly satisfying about seeing that soft, elegant shine every single time you set the table. It's like a little reminder that, yeah, I've got my life together. Or at least my forks do. If you have any of your own fantastic cleaning tips, especially any non-toxic methods you swear by, please feel free to share them in the comments below. I'm always eager to try something new and keep my satin silverware looking its absolute best.